Okay, pro wrestling fans, it's your buddy Mike Messier, and it's just me and Rocky. I'll put a little light on for you folks, because I don't want you to sit in darkness with me. Look at me. So I had some requests, Mike Messier, Shane McKenna, wrestling fans, Carl, a guy named Truth, Johnny, all these wonderful people saying, Mike, please give us your review of Thunderdome. And by now you've probably seen other reviews of WWE Thunderdome. Look, I want to give them credit for trying. As you know, if you've been watching me, I'm very outspoken. I'm very, some might say, anti-WWE or cynical or sarcastic towards WWE. But in this situation, creatively, I'm not talking about ratings, strictly creatively, I'm going to give them credit. They had a shitty, like we all have, NBA, NHL, all these things don't have live audience, and the WWE attempted to do something. So am I going to shit all over it? Am I going to... No, if it was something I would shit all over, I would shit all over it, trust me, because you can watch my other videos. I do think it's a bit much, it's a bit gawky, the screens, but I do prefer it over the plastic, silly plastic fence or whatever the fuck you want to call it, the hockey arena-esque, panels of plastic. They needed to change. People were complaining when there was no one in the Performance Center. Then they put wrestlers from NXT in the Performance Center for these other wrestlers, and people were complaining then. So now they've done this with these monitors, and one thing I was impressed by was that it seemed to be the monitors of fans were either 3/4 the way around or all four sides of the arena, which was impressive. The NBA, if you've been watching the NBA, they did this first, folks. So, I mean, this is not revolutionary. If you watched any of the NBA playoffs, they've had the same type of thing, except it looks like only the hard camera is showing one side of the NBA places at Disney. So, I give WWE credit. They've tried to do something different. Now, do I like it? I do, actually. I think it's better than what it was. Look, folks, right now, we have to be thankful for some things here, okay? We're still in this fucking global pandemic. Other places, other countries are doing better than us. We have a lot of wounds to heal with this pandemic, with our country. And so we can't sit here and bitch about WWE not having, if it's not to your personal fucking liking, then like me, who I bitch about WWE a lot, I can stop watching, you can stop watching. But cosmetically, I think it's an improvement. I mean, you still had your Sasha Banks, and I'm telling you, one of my favorite things about WWE right now is Sasha Banks when she kind of does her little shift shuffle or whatever, and she looks so proud of herself, and she's so pleased with herself. I'm telling you, Sasha Banks is really having a renaissance in Mike Messier's world. The other action, look, Jeff Hardy winning the Intercontinental title for the 5th time means nothing to me. The knee brace, the Cesaro and what's his dick had a good match. Who's the heels in that one? I guess Miz and Morrison are heels. One thing I thought about Miz today, I guess he's kind of like Tully Blanchard. When Tully started tag teaming full time with Arn Anderson in like late '87, Tully basically segued out of being a singles wrestler into a tag team guy, and I kind of think that's what's happening with Miz right now. He has his old buddy back, his old John Morrison running buddy from Miz and Morrison. They haven't lost a step. Miz is a father of 2 children now, and I guess he wants to slow down. He doesn't want to be Mr. Singles guy. There was a stretch there, folks, not even after his original one and only world title reign. I'm talking about The Miz, when he headlined his one and only WrestleMania, but maybe like 3 or 4 years ago when he cut that promo on Daniel Bryan on Talking Smack, we all thought that Miz was going to have another great run. And then he lost to fucking Daniel Bryan in 2 minutes in Saudi Arabia at a contenders match. And, he just hasn't really done jack shit except to his fucking reality show and fuck his hot wife and have children with her. So, yeah, he's an underachiever, right? But any fucking way, folks, what did I think of Thunderdome? I thought it was good. And I think, Look, I'm the first to bitch. I'm the first to complain. I'm the first to give a fuck about every goddamn thing. But in this particular situation, I'm going to say if you are watching WWE, if you are allowing yourself to watch it, then was tonight horrible? Was it god-awful? Was it a Vince McMahon clusterfuck? As far as the Bray Wyatt stuff, look, they opened the show and they closed the show with Bray Wyatt. And they opened the show with a Bray Wyatt Vince McMahon segment. Vince, of course, kind of not stepping away from Bray Wyatt. Then those fucking goofs came in. The Resistance or whatever the fuck. That storyline's going nowhere slow. We're never going to have a fucking reveal, folks, of who this Resistance is, or Revolution, or whatever the fuck they call themselves. It's just going to peter the fuck out. It's just going to be another Raw general, anonymous general manager, or GTV. Just another storyline that doesn't get wrapped up. My hair is doing unusual things tonight. Assholes and fuckheads, you let me know what you thought of this show. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say. It was pretty much just like any other Raw or SmackDown for the last couple of years. It was what it was. I think it was an improvement. I think the Thunderdome gave it a sense of environment. When you're an actor and like myself, a filmmaker, you always want to have an environment, okay? That was one of the tenets of core acting: character, origin, response, environment, audience choice, training, instinct, need, greatness. You don't know what I'm talking about, go to MikeMessier.com and look up core acting, but environment. This environment was better. Okay, folks, fucks, whatever the hell. I'm going to wrap this goddamn thing up now. Plenty of stuff on the Mike Messier YouTube channel. If you're a non-wrestling fan and somehow you found yourself down this abyss of this video, there's plenty of stuff for you here on Mike Messier YouTube channel. You've got my Messier mantra, my Messier Peace Theater, all these wonderful things, the original short films, and so on and so forth, and so the fuck on, and so the fuck forth. And but beyond that, for wrestling fans, you've got your Ox Baker, you've got your Raven cameo and Disregard the Vampire. Push the fucking subscribe button, subscribe and all that good shit, and tell all your fuckhead friends, hey, this asshole talks about wrestling in a way that's a little bit different. I'm not here to con job you. I'm not here to tell you things that are lies or try to read Dave Meltzer's Wrestling Observer and then just read it back to you. I figured out the key to some of these assholes on YouTube is they just subscribe to Meltzer's Observer and they fucking read it to you so you don't have to pay for it. So maybe I'll start doing that. If you like my reading voice as compared to other fucks who sound like monotone creeps. But anyway, goddamn way, MikeMessier.com. Goodbye.